Good morning, students. This is Harsnath Sukla, and today in class 12, we are going to discuss question number 14, 15, and 16 from exercise 1.1. And this is also very important question, point of examination point of view. So, please see. So, first we shall discuss the question number 14. See, let L be the set of all lines in xy plane and R be the relation in L defined as R is equal to L1 L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. Show that the R is an equivalence relation and find the set of all lines related to the line 2x plus y is equal to 2x plus 4. So in the first part of the question, the relation R is equal to L1 L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. So for this particular, if we consider line L1, then this is parallel to itself and it shows the given relation is reflexive. And for symmetricity, for each L1 L2 belongs to this particular relation, L1 is parallel to L2, this implies L2 is parallel to L1, and this shows the particular relation is symmetric. Similarly, in third part of the question, for transitivity, for each L1, L2 and L3 belongs to R, L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3 implies L1 is parallel to L3 by Euclid division, Euclid geometry. So the given relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. And the second part of the question, find the set of all lines related to the y is equal to 2x plus 4. Since being L1 and L2 parallel, that is whatever the lines are there, they are parallel. So we can take y is equal to 2x plus 4, y is equal to 2x plus c, any constant at the place of 4, and these all lines are parallel to y is equal to 2x plus 4. C is any real number. For each C belongs to real number, because if you take C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, whatever you take value of C, you can get a line parallel to 2x plus 4, that is line related to the 2x plus 4. So now we are going to discuss question number 15, and in this question, let R be the relation 1, 2, 3, 4. R is given by 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Choose the correct option. R is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. R is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. R is symmetric and transitive but not reflexive. R is an equivalence relation. So for this, if we see in relation 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, so for each element, if we see 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, for each A belongs to A, that is set A, A's are related to A, that is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 belongs to this relation, that's why it is reflexive. For symmetric, you know the definition of symmetric? What is the definition of symmetric? For each A B belongs to A, A's are related to B implies B's are related to A. So see, if we consider 1, 2 belongs to R, which implies 2 1 does not belongs to R. 1 2 is there, but 2 1 is not there. That's why it is not symmetric. But for transitivity, for each element 1 2 3 4, you just check if 1 2 belongs to R, 2 2 belongs to R, then again 1 2 belongs to R. See, 2 2 belongs to R, 2 3 belongs to R, not there. Okay, so 1 if see 2 2 3 2, 3 3 belongs to R, 3 2 belongs to R, then again 3 2 belongs to R, 1 3 4 4 already there. So this particular relation is transitive also. Okay, so the given relation is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. So option B is correct. See clearly. So clearly it is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. Again I just remind you, see this 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, this belongs to R, that means this is reflexive. 1 2 is there but 2 1 is not there, that's why it is not symmetric. 1 2 is there, 2 2 is there, again 1 2 is there, that is it is transitive. For each 2 2 is there, 2 2 is there, then 2 2 is there, so this is transitive. Now next question 16. Let R be the relation in the set n given by AB such that A is equal to B minus 2, B is greater than 6. See, here in this particular relation R, those only those elements whose difference is minus 2. So A minus B is minus 2, that's why 2 4 is difference of 2 and 4 is minus 2, difference of 6 and 8 is minus 2. But a condition is given B is greater than 6. So for B greater than 6, this particular relation hold this condition. That's why the option C is correct. So tomorrow we shall discuss types of function, and I hope you understand well, and please complete this exercise. Whatever doubt, you can use Doubtnut or another app, you guys find the solution. And now tomorrow we shall discuss the types of function. Thank you.